had to highlight that comment.
Hey, everybody. Thank you, Miss Sherry. Appreciate that. Hope everybody's doing okay. Getting ready for another very cold weekend.
Another no weekend.
And pretty much over the whole country, the way it looks. Some very, very rough weather coming in.
Yep.
So I pray that y'all are prepared and got what you need, and I hope people's powers don't go out.
Yeah, that'll be bad.
I hope none of that takes place. And if you have to get out and travel, please be careful. And if you have to get outside, please put on enough clothes. We're going to have some bad winds tomorrow. They said you could get frostbite in 30 minutes if you don't cover correctly. So I've been through them before. They're not fun.
No.
So let's see. Hey, Gary. Hey, Wendell. Hey, Miss Sherry. Hey, Blaze NT.
CD.
Hey, Sandpiper.
Sherry Tango.
Hey, Sherry.
Stacy Thrasher.
Hey, Stacy. Good to see everybody tonight.
Mr. Patrick.
Hey, Patrick.
Your dog ain't happy, Mr. Patrick.
No, she's not happy. She's not happy.
Roger.
Hey, Roger. Good to see you, brother. I'm very sorry about Heather's mother.
Katie G.
Hey, Katie. I hope you and Patrick's getting prepared for what's coming to North Carolina.
And Blackie.
Hey, Blackie. Good to see everybody. Hey, Daddy. Good to see you, man. Hey, Mr. Robert.
And Val.
Val.
Yeah.
That's Sandra Piper, not Sandpiper a while ago.
Yes.
It was moving so fast. It looked like Sandpiper to me.
No, Sandra.
Hey, Miss Jean. So I apologize, Miss Sandra. She was moving it pretty fast, so.
Mark Creel.
Hey, Mark. Good to see you. Hope you prepared over in your part of Georgia.
Leanne.
Miss Bobby.
Yeah, I've been doing some chatting in here.
Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with that. I'm glad they're having a good time.
Absolutely.
We miss somebody. Y'all please don't think bad of us.
Yeah, can't neither one of us see. We're doing our best.
Hey, Miss Sharon. Yeah.
Mr. Robinson.
Hey, good to see you, man. All right.
I think I'm coming near the end.
Hey, Miss Burton.
So the Appalachian Sasquatch Seekers.
Hey, that's probably a Sherry.
Yeah.
Or Misty. Hey, Mr. Allen. Yeah, I seen where y'all may get an inch over in Lineville, Mr.
Old
Terry.
line.
The old line. Good. Hope y'all not snowed in too bad up there in Maryland.
Murray.
Hey, Murray.
Dog.
Hey, Dog. Hey, Michigan Sandman. Good to see everybody.
I thought I was near the end. I lied.
I think they outrunning you, babe.
I lied.
Well, we always like to speak to everybody.
Yeah.
Call everybody, Hillary. Hey, Hillary.
Yeah, we missed several after the start of the show because we get talking. Brian Lagarde, how are you tonight?
Hey, Pyro.
Mr.
Hey, Jeff. Hope you're inside and not having to be out in this mess right now. I know all y'all up the East Coast is probably going to get some snow even. I seen where it's talking about 9 or 10 inches in South Carolina, close to Charleston. Woo! So, all right.
Still scrolling.
It's okay.
Tammy Johnson. Wendell. Did we say Wendell? We did. He was
Yes,
in the
we
start,
did.
wasn't he?
Yes, he was. And I'm sorry about the link tonight. I don't know what happened on my end.
Hey, it's the end. All right.
Rebecca went and corrected it. So, and
Yeah, sometimes they just don't work right. But I got it going, so.
I know I'm ready for a little warmer weather. Yes, I don't want it to get hot, but I sure.
I'm good with hot.
Yeah.
I will deal with hot before I like dealing with this mess. I'm just saying. I don't like being cold. It hurts. It don't feel good. I have to be out in it. I don't like being out in it.
Like I said, I hope all y'all prepared. I hope nothing bad happens.
Hey, John.
You know, so just keep yourself in best you can and check on your neighbors, kin folks, elderly. Check on everybody. Mm-hmm. And I hope none of you have any problems.
Hopefully everybody's about over the flu.
Yeah. Flu's going on real bad in Alabama right now. I don't know what the deal is, but it's just really has picked up in the last few weeks real hard. So, and people being stuck together in houses and buildings don't help none.
No, because they pass it back and forth to each other, especially at workplaces. Yeah, and schools.
I know a lot of our friends in Mississippi and Louisiana, they kind of still snowed, iced in.
Oh my goodness! I hope they're okay. Y'all say a quick prayer real quick for that.
Yeah. And don't let me forget to go back into the Cedar Creek Bottoms fireside and get those other prayer requests out in a minute. I remember there's 3 or 4 or 5 in there. So, but me and Rebecca moved goats a while ago. We got one nanny. Probably will drop, I imagine, in this mess.
She'll pick the worst day of the year, which will be this weekend.
She's having a little discharge today, and I noticed the way she is acting. So
yeah, the cat likes to photobomb.
So me and
upset sister,
we'll be going out checking pretty regular. We moved them back up on the hill and built some little small pens. That way, when she has them,
nice, Mitch.
The Billy.
Nice, Sandman. I like broccoli sprouts.
Maybe where the Billy gets acclimated to him before he gets rough. I don't think he'll be mean.
Salad.
But never know. So and then we got 2 more. It's probably going to drop.
To goodness we're not getting no snow, Miss Katie. I hope not. I hope not.
Well, we're right on the edge of might get some. Eastern Alabama on the Georgia line, just a good many of the counties from up around about DeKalb County down to Clay, Randolph County. It's showing. They're saying Cheehaw tonight could get some, and we're not far from Cheehaw. Well, we got Creepy Mountain right here that's pretty tall, so it might get a little bit. And of course, out toward Rebecca Mountain and Horn Mountain and Talladega National Forest might get some. So, because they sit up pretty high. I think Horn Mountain's about 2,000 feet. So they may get. We're right on that line, so we'll see what happens. I may get on up pretty early in the morning. I know I'm gonna probably need to go check animals pretty early in the morning and get moving pretty quick. So there is a thing in Gardendale tomorrow that Greg Ogles is putting on. I think I can't remember all the speakers that's going to be there. I think it's like $15 to get in. It's up in Gardendale, to Gardendale Civic Center. Let's see if I can look that up real quick.
We ought to go check it out.
Well, I thought about, but excuse me, I'm sorry about it, but we got animals we have to stay close by with. So let me go look and see here. Miss Lisa sent it to me. So let's Let's see. All right. This is Paracon and premiere of his film, The Vanished, Natalie Spearman. And let me see who all the speakers are tomorrow. That didn't work out good. Should have. There it goes. Hold on. Let me load it up. Let's see. So Trey Hudson, Melissa Adair, Jessica Jones, Jim Powell, Scott and Sheila Granger, Brian Bowden, Jerry Millwood, and Natalie Spearman again. $15 to get in. Podcasters will be Bonds and Blues, Paranormal 411, and Texas Front Porch. 20 at the door, excuse me. It starts at first speaker is at 10:15. It doesn't say when the doors open, but I would imagine probably 9 o'clock. So if you folks here in Alabama and you want to go do something to be inside, there's you something in Gardendale, Alabama. You can go look it up on Facebook, probably under I can type in The Vanished, Gardendale, Alabama, and that might pull it up. So that's,
if nothing else, message Mark. He can share this with you.
So that's one little Paracon and little movie viewing going on tomorrow. Now next,
Tammy said if me and you go, she'll cash app us $30.
Oh well,
We got to pay somebody to take care of goats if we go, and rabbits and chickens, because nobody's going to have water here. So we're going to spend our day walking water out several times to where they'll be able to have water outside.
There's another one coming up in March, the East Central Alabama Bigfoot Conference down in Steele, Alabama. The Sasquatch Seekers of the South is putting that one on. I can't remember who all the speakers are at that. Steele, Alabama is right there very close to Columbus, Georgia, and Phoenix City, Alabama. It's in there between Auburn. So for any of y'all Alabama, Georgia area, be a good one to come to. I can't remember all the speakers that's going to be there, but I know Mr. Dale.
Thank you, Sherry.
Thank you, Sherry. Yeah, I've noticed our talking about that. I was noticing today we haven't got no new subscribers in a while. We're still just hanging. I don't know why it does that.
Because all we do is lives.
Yeah, I got to get back doing videos.
Yeah, we really do.
All right, why don't you go ahead and do your stuff, then I'll get into the Bigfoot and other crazy stuff of this world here.
Well, I was not prepared for this since we came in. So I decided I'd show you a few things that you could possibly purchase and subscribe to and stuff like that. We've talked about Mother Earth News before and how they're a great resource of information, and they put out special editions on different topics all through the year and everything. I think you can even purchase or download past issues of all of their information and stuff. But I wanted to show you a couple of others that I have got as well. I may have to find a couple of them because, again, I wasn't quite prepared. But there's also this one. It's called Backwoods Home Magazine. And it is kind of more, again, homestead and stuff like that. Do a little bit of prepping and self-reliance and self-sufficiency in here. It's along the same lines as a lot of other magazines. And as you can see, it's a pretty decent magazine. Lots of pictures, lots of articles, a lot of information that they put in these. So it's something that you should definitely check out. This issue has rabbits, and then under that, meat, manure, or money. So it gives you a lot of things that you can do with just rabbits. There's a first aid for the workshop article. There's an article on grass-fed beef. lots of different things in this particular issue. Another one that you could look at is called Self-Reliance. Again, it's kind of the same type of thing. There's just a lot of different magazines out there that are on these topics of homesteading and stuff like that. All of these have recipes, foraging, gardening, tools. This one has how to build secure fencing. This one has how to make a drag for an ATV to pull behind your ATV, to like level out ground behind you and stuff. How to take care of a bull calf and create mountain oysters. Is that where that comes from?
Yeah. Yeah.
There's even an article in here on rabbits. Like I said, for the other one, it's in here too. So I'm going to say that rabbits is probably my number one pick for the first homestead animal, because a lot of places don't allow chickens, but rabbits are quiet. So that would be my first pick on a homestead animal. Again, there's several others that you could get. Of course, right now I can't put my hands on them, nor can I think of their names. But there's several of them, guys. And if you have any questions about whether one's a good one or not, you can feel free to email me. Yeah, I never will eat a mountain oyster either. So yeah, that's just some good ideas of things that you can subscribe to learn about things that you might want to do. And so there you go. That's today's book, basically. Basically, it's magazine subscriptions. You can actually find where people have turned those into your local libraries may have a stack of them. Yard sales may have them. Used bookstores, thrift stores, they may have somebody's stash. I know I have a stash of some survival magazines and stuff like that as well. I cannot think of the name of them right now. Me and somebody else was talking about the good ones the other day. So if you're looking for a good magazine like that, then there you go. Another book that you could talk about if you wanted to. We've already talked about this one once. It's not going to show you the name of that, is it? It's called The Essential Guide to Herbs. There we go. I got it to show. The Essential Guide to Herbs. There's not a ton of information in here. It's more about, it's divided up into areas that it would treat. And there's some pictures and a little bit of information in here. Like, for instance, here we go. We'll call this our herb for the day. It's thyme. So thyme, lore and traditional uses. It says Egyptians used the antiseptic and preservative powers of thyme for embalming, actually. In the Middle Ages, thyme tea was often taken for coughs, indigestion, and intestinal worms. Did not know about that, about the worms with that one. Enhancing mind and spirit. It cares for your body. There's a section on how to grow it and harvest it and some ways to prepare it. Let's see. It's hard for me to read, y'all. The light is not very good over here. So the plant type, it's hardy. It's evergreen and it's a small shrub. It is about 8 inches tall by 1 foot wide, with lilac summer blooms. Native habitat, warm, temperate, kind of Mediterranean type area. Yeah. Parts of the plant that is used is flowers, leaves, stems, essential oil, which comes from the leaves as well. So, like I said, pretty good little book. Good little information in it. There are, like I said, a lot of herbs in this book. They are not like full descriptions, but they give a good information to start. It is called The Essential Guide to Herbs. Yeah, it's kind of hard to see. And it's by Leslie Bremness. Lesley Bremness. So, and it's just a little book, as y'all can see. It's thick, but it's small. So it's perfect for putting in a bag and carrying with you and stuff. So, all right. Now then, somebody else mentioned something that I wanted to talk about today.
Okay.
Let me have that.
Okay.
I'll get that out of your lap. I have started up subscriptions over on Facebook. So the first things that we're going to do on that subscription thing is we've got a crochet along that we're going to do to learn how to crochet. So if you've been wanting to learn to crochet, head on over to my Facebook page and subscribe. I know I'm going to start when I have about 5 subscribers. And like I said, the book that we're going to use, it's on Amazon. It's easy. You don't even have to have a book because in the crochet along, I'll tell you, every step of the way. But what I really like about it is, hold on. Sorry, sister. Every block you make in this Afghan, you learn a new stitch. So every block is different, and you learn a new stitch in each block. So that's one of the things that I like about this book is one whole block is dedicated to you learning how to do single crochet. One block is learning how to do half double, yes, Mr. Goodrum, yes. Who you choose to put your loincloth on is your business. So each block is dedicated to a stitch, and what that does by dedicating a stitch to a block is it allows you to learn the tension, learn how to make that one stitch perfectly before you go on to adding more. But it's also, you make this block and you're done with it versus a whole Afghan.
Be careful, Blackie.
Repeating the same pattern over and over and over and over. If you're ADHD like I am, you know it's hard to make an entire Afghan because it gets boring. Like I said, one block of that stitch and you're done with it. So if you're wanting to learn, head on over to my Facebook page and y'all subscribe.
Now, your personal or
my personal?
Okay.
Everything I've done, I'm sharing over to the farm page, but it's on my personal page.
So Leanne asked that question.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, personal page. I would love it. The more, the merrier that want to join in. Like I said, you'll have an awesome project at the end of it. So, and it's 63 blocks. So we can do a block a week, or we can do 2 blocks a week. It's up to y'all and how much y'all want to learn. Okay. We'll also be probably going outside and doing some identification of, the herbs and things that's in your lawn and your backyard. Just walk around, see what we can find each week and go from there. Yeah, y'all you can go to the Fireside Chat page and find it there. You can go to the farm page and find it there, or you can just click on my page. I think it's there as well. Should be like near the top. But we'll do some herbalist stuff in there and all that good stuff. Is Mark going to crochet? He might. I doubt it, but he might.
I've sat around and watched him before, though. When she's doing her quilting classes, I'd go sit over it sometimes. And
we'll do some quilting eventually and all too.
Talk to the ladies and cut up and everything it was to crochet or quilt. So.
Yep.
Because I'm going to tell you, sometimes they'll hoot.
Yep. I think the subscription fee that Facebook's got it set at 99 cents or something like that per month. So it's not a lot of money.
Okay.
So.
Hey, Michelle. And I seen Miss Marine a while ago.
Ooh,
Happy birthday to her.
Long brew tea. Yep. Yeah, Maureen's
And,
birthday is
and
today.
And no, I'll probably
A
not.
lot of men crochet.
I'm not gonna have no loincloths. I'm going to tell you that now. That ain't going down that road. So
The loincloth was a baby blanket, guys.
I think
Poor
Greg
thing.
was the one that got that started. I think.
Yes, Big Chief, and I think Leanne was part of it too.
Mhm.
I think the loincloth will be 52 lessons.
Woo. Well, before I forget, I did go look up when the East Alabama Bigfoot Town Hall meeting is, and it's March 7th
Oh, heck no, Wendell, you
at the
behave.
old Russell County Courthouse in Steele, Alabama. Starts at 9 a.m. Eastern time. I forgot about that. Russell County goes in Eastern time. It's only county in Alabama. I think it does that. But M.K. Davis, Coombo, Squatch Seekers of the South, Mr. Dale Boswell, and the Alabama Bigfoot Project, which is Flat Rock, Stacy Brown, and Tyler Howe. So
I could help with that, Sandman.
So it's March 7th. And they're going to have a paranormal thing at night or something you sign up for.
I have no clue about iPhones and iTunes, KDG.
Yeah, they're going to do that haunted house at the courthouse. And so $17.85 to get in. That really ain't bad money for something like that. So anyway, before I forget it. So Coombo, Mr. Dale, Flat Rock, MK, and
We gonna go?
I don't even know if I'm off that weekend or not.
Need to find out.
Yeah, I guess I need to look. See. And that ain't far from here.
That's what I thought.
If it was cold tomorrow, we might ride up and look at that tomorrow. But
I wasn't having to water animals. Yeah.
Which I mean, we could go for an hour or two, then come back.
Well, and you could go, and I could stay here and take care of the animals.
Yeah, we'll see.
That way, one of us represents.
Yep.
We'll figure it out.
We'll talk about it.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Because I definitely am not going to have somebody else do it for us out there.
Well, no.
That wouldn't be right. So, if we may send you to where you can represent.
Hope you do, Michigan Sandman. Come on down.
Come on down, yeah. Bring you leather.
Right now, we do have our fire pit scheduled for Valentine's Day, the 14th, if the weather
yes, Sharon, join in
is permissible. Because I was looking at the outlook of the weather, which is a little over 2 weeks out, and it's still showing cold, rough weather. So get a little closer. We'll play by ear. We may have to wait till March. I don't know. We'll see. There's no sense people coming here freezing to death and everything, So fire pit's a little more enjoyable. When they're in the 40s and 50s, ain't too bad.
Yeah.
When they're down in the 30s and 20s, it's starting to get miserable on everybody. And I know a lot of people don't mind coming out, but we'll play it by ear. Don't want nobody to get sick from it anyway.
No.
Let's see. Okay.
Oh, I was trying to figure out how to share the link.
Right.
It is on my page. I just don't know how to get it to the top.
So, today I went hunting up on Hunting Club, aka Creepy Mountain.
Pawpaws are good.
Yes, we got some pawpaw trees. They're very good. They're kind of a banana flavor a little bit. Kind of banana flavor. I've got, how many trees we got here? 2. And there's
2.
3 at Mom's.
Yeah.
And I do want to put out some more. I want to put some in our woods where they naturally grow. And I'm going to be probably trying to get me some of those, some chestnuts sooner or later. plant them in the woods along the edges and stuff. So that's some stuff that's coming. Probably gonna plant some more apple trees.
Yep.
We gotta get some plums to go
I
in
want
here.
some more blueberries and some more
Yeah,
blackberries.
so we got some different things like that.
I gotta get my strawberries started again.
So some of our stuff's looking pretty good. We lost one apple tree this year. The rest of them looking pretty good. They're gonna get some cold hours this year.
Oh yeah.
So our trees are growing. They're slowly growing. So it'll be a few more years before we have a real good orchard, but they're getting there. So and
Them two the sugar pears that are over at Ella's, they're not growing real fast, are they? But they're growing.
they're growing.
And then the hard pears.
And
Have we looked at them since the deer took that one out and we replaced
the one in the middle don't look too good. It's got little shoots at the bottom.
That's the one the deer took out?
Yeah, but I put wire around the other two.
Okay, cool.
Where they couldn't.
Ooh, ginseng seeds.
Yeah, that'd be nice. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, me and her has tried to grow some and it didn't do well.
Well, that's because it wasn't ready for it, I think.
Yeah, so I've got some good woods for it. Especially over yonder in that corner over yonder.
Yep.
So you'd probably do pretty good.
Hey, everybody that's came in that we have missed.
Yeah. Hey,
I saw Michelle and Standing Stones and several other people up in them comments.
Didn't miss anybody. If we do, we apologize.
Check my messages, okay?
All right, going back to Creepy Mountain a minute before I forget.
I like that cup window. Where'd you get it? Did you get that one from us?
Which one? Oh, the fireside. Yeah. And we're gonna make some cups. We'll probably need to go look to see what we need to make for LBL because I've been hit up already about that.
About having cups at LBL.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, also, me and you need to talk about if we want a flag or not.
We probably ought to get us one. Yeah.
So, yeah, I forgot to mention that to you. So,
let me see your paper.
Okay. So, went up there today to hunt. I've been hunting up there every day this week. I heard probably World War II wood knocks again, 200 or 300 yards behind me. From the site where I took the picture of what looks like the 6-pointed structure I showed y'all before. It's been destroyed now. But I went to another part of the club today. I hunted in one spot for a little while. I went over to a spot because nobody was hunting in there, and this was a spot where one of the hunters had something kind of went on that we would talk about. Anyway, I get over in that area. Didn't take pictures, but I've seen some X's that are probably not natural. They're probably been made with a bunch of tree bows together. I didn't take pictures. I didn't stop and go out into that area.
Sister's asleep, Patrick.
I just noticed them as I was going over to this spot. The bows and the X is all right there together. I think it was 4 or 5 bows and the X right there in the middle of them. Same little scenario that was over there where I got the picture of the figure in behind the tree. If y'all remember, Wendell went there with me. My friend Larry went there with me. If y'all remember that from last year. That'd have been 24 and 25. Hey Ken, good to see you, brother. Hey, Mr. Carl. Went in there.
I missed Mr. Carl.
Huh?
I said, I missed Mr. Carl.
Yeah. So same little setup. Got them X's right there with a bunch of tree bows. this was the area one of the guys was hunting one day, and some crazy stuff went on. This is where he heard the hoot owl that went to coughing. Some other crazy sounds. So we did definitely going back in there. I didn't see much deer sign when I walked down. There's a long road that goes to two green fields. I walked all the way to the furthest green field. Very little deer sign in there. I mean, I didn't see nothing. I seen where a couple walked down the road. So if something's in there, it might tell me why the deer's not moving in there. Might be why nobody's hunting in there, but they done figured out the deer's not in there. And two, some other people may have done had something take place. I just had to see. Of course, I got another place I got to check out. But of course, where I was hunting at today, I heard what sounded like two wood knocks happen. And it was back to back. Then that was the end of it. And come from an area where nobody was hunting. Nobody was signed out in that area. So, you know, it is what it is. Which reminds me, I was sitting there thinking today about the different levels of the mountain over time that got clear cut. And where I went today, where the X's and some of these new bows are at, is an old part of the cutovers. In other words, the pines have done got pretty big. They're probably in the 25-year mark. This is pretty close to the lake area. So it got me to thinking, sitting there thinking about different things that went on. So, but one thing brought back to my attention was we had a guy that got in the hunting club years ago, but also he worked with me when I worked out at the marble quarries. That's how he got in the club. He went to talking to us about it and joined the club. But he used to hunt that property when it was open permit land, where you could go buy a permit from the paper mill company and hunt that property. Of course, I was getting ready to leave that company and went to work for another company around that same time period, which I did. I left and went to another company. And of course, this guy was still a member of the hunting club, so I would see him some. Well, of course, in 2007, when everything got stirred up, you know, I first seen my first one down in Lowndes County. Then we came back and started figuring out they were on Creepy Mountain. And he got talking to me one day there on the hunting club, and he actually kind of the one that brought it up. He asked me, had I noticed anything on that mountain? And I told him, that's why you ask that for. He said, well, when I used to hunt up here, you know, we'd hear stuff. And he said, I've often wondered what's up here. And he said, in fact, let me tell you about something. So what he was telling me, that him, his father-in-law, and his youngest boy went up there in the early fall, right before deer season, and they had a pack of beagles. And they just really went to turn the beagles out and let them run, get them ready for deer season. So they just want to let them jump a deer, maybe run a little while. And of course, they went right at dark because they knew deer would be moving more. They carried 2 vehicles just in case beagles got off, where they had split up to hunt them up or something. And they turned them loose at the beaver pond. Y'all have heard me talk about the beaver pond. There's a lot went on at that beaver pond area. It ain't hardly there no more. You can't even tell it was a beaver pond no more. It's just a wet spot looking now. But used to, I've seen trucks off in it and water over the hood, and 4-wheelers and everything. Now it ain't like that. But they turned their beagles loose at the beaver pond and sent them toward the lake. That's the same holler that feeds the lake. Dogs struck, took off down through there, went down toward the lake. Then they hushed up. And the father-in-law, the grandfather of the boy, he says, I'm going to ride over to the lake and see if I see the beagles. You stay here in case they come back to the Jeep. They were in a Jeep. He had one of those dog boxes built, off the back end of the Jeep. Y'all probably seen them before. Anyway, so the grandfather and the grandson, they drive over to the lake. The father stays there at the where he turned the dogs out. He's sitting there. Of course, it's dark. It's peaceful. He's just sitting there. Of course, back in, they didn't. Only thing he had was CB radios. His father-in-law hollers over the radio, says, I don't see him over here at the lake. And he said, okay. Well, about that time, he could hear something coming through the woods. He could tell it was four-legged. And here come two of the beagles in. He loads them up in the dog box. So there's still two more out. Well, a few minutes later, here come the other two. Well, he goes to pick one up, put it in the dog box, and the other one just flies up under the Jeep, squalling. And he's like, what in the world? And he said, all of a sudden, a tree, 10 or 15 foot back out in the woods, something comes sliding down that tree. And he says he's looking. Of course, it's pitch black dark. He can't really see nothing. And he says he hears this big thud hit the ground. Boom. He comes up with his flashlight by then. He's got it up and he's looking, and all he sees is this figure. And he says it's a human-looking figure, and it takes off down through there. And he said, scares him half to death. Of course, one beagle. What is it, babe?
KG.
Oh.
She said she done spent 5 minutes trying to figure out what a beagle pond was.
Oh,
when she realized you were talking about a beaver pond.
Okay. Anyway, of course, this takes off, scares him half to death. He gets on CB. He done forgot about the other beagle on the ground. He's on CB telling his father-in-law, hurry up and get over here. Something just jumped out of a tree, hit the ground, and took off running. And it looked like he was on two legs, And, of course, by then, he gets his composure, gets the other beagle, throws it in the box, and he just jumps on in the Jeep, turns around, flies up the road, and then ends up meeting up with his father-in-law and his son. And he tells them, what just happened down there. And I think this was back like in the 80s. This would have been, I think he told me around 85, 86. So, I mean, it was almost 20 years later, when that happened. And he said, that's what I'm talking about, something being up here, Mark. I said, yes.
Hey, Walter.
They're up here. I said, that's probably what you've seen. Is what we've been seeing. And he said,
Crystal.
he said, I knew something was up here on this mountain. He said, we still hunted up here, but he said, I tell you, I watched it after dark up here. He said, that beaver pond area down there is a creepy place. And I said, well, I said, that's where a lot of stuff's been happening. And what is strange, and here's where this gets strange. He told me about that. Later on that summer, Keith, my research partner, and his wife was up there riding around. They come approaching that beaver pond area late evening, right at dark. That's when his wife said she watched something go from tree to tree across that road that looked like a monkey, a big monkey. And she's not the type to make up stories. If you ever been around her, you see how, she's very to the point of what she saw. She told Keith, she said, something just went from out of this tree on this side of the road to that side of that road. So he whoops on up there real quick. That's when they hear something going through the trees and hits it here to the ground and take off running. Almost same, identical place. I mean, it really is same place. Almost same, identical thing. Something was up in the tree and it came down. So said a booger, a young booger. Of course, we went and looked at them trees. Not real big trees in that area. Now, of course, when the other guy seen that back then, it was mature trees in there. Of course, it's been clear cut, but they didn't cut the trees right beside the road there in some of them areas because of the creek there. We looked at it. If something was up in that tree, it had enough jump to it that it could jump across that road, and right there's a good 15 foot across that road. So something had power to be able to lunge off this tree, go to that side. But a cat could do that. We know a cat probably could do that. But she said this did not look like no cat. Didn't have no tail. She said it looked like a big monkey. So that's just two stories that happen years apart. They're very similar and happen in the same place. And we know these things use trees. There's no doubt about it. Too many people done seen them up in trees before, especially the smaller ones, which I've heard some people talk about seeing big ones up in trees, but most of the time you hear smaller ones. So,
hey, Greg.
Hey, Greg, and hey, Mr. Walter. Glad to have you. Hey, Crystal. So,
Lady in the Lake's in here too.
Oh, is she? Well, hey, Lady in the Lake, glad you came. So, this is the area that also me and Keith done our baiting at. I need to go and video that place real good. I think I done a video on it one time, then something happened to the video and I never got to upload it. I can't remember if the mic didn't do right or something. Probably right after deer season will be a good time to go film that.
Probably.
There's some tree bows still right in that area. There was also an X there. That's been there for a long time.
Hey, Tanner.
I've seen it several times. It's still there. In fact, that was the first area I ever found what was, a clearly made X that me and Keith found. Also, that's the spot that me and Keith had one kind of hemmed up one day. We were baiting, and at the time, right beside that was a briar patch, blackberry briars. Part of that was it wasn't a new cut over, it was about 3 years old. Sage, briars, pines up about 3 foot tall, maybe somewhere in there. We went to feed, put food out. I happened to look over in the briar patch and I could see a black figure in there. I told Keith, I said, I think one's right there. There's something black in that briar patch. Keith said, well, I'm gonna walk back right down this little fire break and come in from the other side. We'll see if we can flush it out, get a look at it, see if we can make it run. Don't never do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. He come from that other end. This thing started moving. I happened to look up the hill. Something was coming down that hill, parting pine trees and parting that sage grass. It had to be on all fours, and it was coming down that hill in a hurry. I told Keith, I said, get back out to the main road. And I took off down that fire break and got away from that area. I never did see what come down that hill. But I could see pine trees parting coming down through there. To this day, me and him believe that was the mama or another one that was watching that one down there and done figured out what we were doing, and we was fixing to get in a mess. One of us was fixing to get a butt whooping, I think.
Mm-hmm.
So don't ever do that.
Mm-hmm.
Don't do that. And that was a lesson learned real quick that day. When I called Mr. Tao and talked to him about that, he said, "Boy, don't never do that again." He said, "Don't never try to hem something
Yeah,
up
y'all
like
should
that."
have
He
known
said, "You
better.
know better already being a hunter and being a farmer. Don't hem something up." So and also that wasn't long after that's when we quit baiting there. Because that's when they showed up down at my house. Also, what I ain't told everybody, they were showing up at Keith's house too. So they were following us. So don't ever do that. Don't do that. So don't even feed them. I wouldn't feed them. I know some people do. I wouldn't feed them. You get them started, and here you go. There's been a lot of horror
And
stories
then if
about
you
feeding.
stop,
There's been some horror stories on that.
like I said, because they stopped.
Yeah. So, but anyway, so I just thought I'd tell you a little bit about that. That was interesting. Interesting what that guy saw. That verified going back to the 80s that something was already there. I already know that. They've probably always been there. They just verified it some more that going on back, there was some stuff happening. In fact, he actually let me give that report to Mr. Tao. If you can go find them reports, so they're still there. Some people have found some of them. You have to go way back in the web to find them. From the old AlabamaBigfoot.com. There's still some of them there. Spencer was able to find a few of them and a few other people. They're just way back. You have to go back a long way to get in there to them. But they are there. And I want to say, I know I did a report on that one. Turned it in to Mr. Tao, and they did publish it. So about what that guy seen up there on the club at the time. And so, just it's strange how you'll be talking to somebody and that subject sometimes just pops up out of nowhere. And so, it's pretty cool to hear that. It just gave me a lot of more validation what was going on up there. And it just hadn't just started. It had been going on for years. And, we formed that club in 1996, and I had hunted in there for years before then, coon hunting, whoop-our deer hunting a little bit. But that really, we'd had some weird stuff happen. And I'd come to find out some other people had some stuff happen at different times way back yonder. So that just, gave it a lot more. In fact, I'll tell you this. Back when I was 16 years old, of course, out riding around, me and the guys, we ride up to the lake. Back then, there wasn't no gates. People rode up there all the time, all that. People go camp at the lake, go fishing. We rode up there one night. I don't know where this come from, but my buddy said, "Hey, they say if you hit on a tree with a stick, you'll get a cat to holler out at you." So we said, "Oh, okay, we'll give it a try." I'm thinking bobcat. He walked that tree, and I'm not kidding you, down to the bottom of that dam off that lake, maybe 40, 50 foot down there. It sounded like something went to ripping limbs off the tree down there. I'm talking about loud. And we all looked at each other, and of course, we jumped in the truck and left. Was that a booger that night? I don't know. But something did not like it when we popped that tree. When he popped that tree with that stick, something down in there was down in there, and it didn't like it, and it went to ripping limbs off. And I didn't go back next day and look. Didn't fool with it. Just got out of there. So that's just another little thing way before I knew about Bigfoot that happened that possibly could have been. I mean, we didn't see it. We didn't hear no vocalizations. We just know something went to tearing the woods apart down there. You know, whatever.
Everybody's listening, Miss Katie, instead of talking.
Yeah. Anyway, I'll stop there on Creepy Mountain tonight. Like I said, I will start trying to get some videos back out. Hunting season fixing to be over with. Try to start doing some. Me and her need to get some videos going back. Start showing y'all some new stuff. Got some new areas I want to check out. Besides Creepy Mountain, some other areas I want to go look. We need to go back to get a chance to Skeleton Mountain.
Oh yeah.
We need to do that before it gets greened up. We got to go find that spot. And got a couple of little places I've got some hits on. Some people told me to go look at. I've been hearing some stuff. So, and if Rebecca can't go with me, I may get some other folk to go with me during the week.
Mm-hmm.
Might have to do that to go hit them, So I'd love to get back down to Lowndes County.
Yeah.
Before it greens up and walk in there actually to that green patch, to the spot. In fact, we just passed the anniversary of that. Can't remember that date now. I want to say it was January 17th of 2007. I'd have to go back and look when I seen my first booger. So, yes, there's some out there, Stacy. Yeah. Ask Mr. Terry about me and his little hunting trip out there last year. So I'll watch for you, Gary. I know there's a couple of beavers over at the lake on the hunting club that I've been seeing. They've been cutting a little bit over there. Hey, right, one of them rascals working on a sweep gum about this big around. It's gonna take him a while to cut that down. Mm-hmm. But I'll keep eyes out for them. I know another spot that used to have a lot of beaver dams. So I get a chance to get over, I'll check it out and see. Hey, Homestead, good to see y'all. Hope y'all staying warm up there in Kentucky. Yeah, I agree with you there. Again, I guarantee you. And we were just being boys, we wasn't thinking. I don't even know where he come up with that idea about hitting on the tree and make a cat squall. I mean, where'd that come from? I mean, did one of his older relatives tell him that, and they were hearing boogers instead of a cat? I mean, I don't know. But Mr. Terry can tell you about the watershed. It was last year, I think. Yes, it was last year. Me and him went out there and went deer hunting. He went over to the lake. I stopped halfway. We met back up. We were sitting there talking. It was getting close to dark. All of a sudden, siren starts going off. Me and him looking toward the other road, thinking here comes an ambulance or a policeman. We're sitting here. We don't hear a vehicle, but we hear these sirens going off. And I'm talking about right there at us. And I'm sitting here thinking, are we listening to boogers? And then it got quiet. Never seen a vehicle. Me and Mr. Terry still standing there talking like, where's the vehicle at? Did they just stop right out there? So we get in the truck. I got my window rolled down, and we're probably 100 yards from the other where it butts into the other road. And we get probably within 50 foot of the other road, and over here in the woods to my left, I hear just like it, just as pretty as you could please. I told Mr. Terry, I said, we just got growled at. I said that was boogers. That wasn't an ambulance, a policeman. And I said, because we just got growled at right there. I said, I heard him plain as day. And we got up that road, there wasn't no vehicles nowhere. And when we came out, we didn't meet no vehicles. And that's the only thing it could have been. But I mean, they were within 150 yards of us when they started that siren sound. And I mean, they done it so good. It sounded like a real ambulance or a policeman coming up that road. But we didn't hear no gravel. Y'all know how a gravel road sounds when a vehicle comes down. You're going to hear a vehicle on a gravel road. We didn't hear none of that. And so I'm pretty sure, and there's already been sightings there at that area. That area has produced sightings. One guy fishing that lake had one standing on the other side of the bank looking at him. Rocks has been thrown at people over there fishing before. So they're there. There's no doubt. Now, I don't know if they stay right there in that area or if they move around. There's 3 big lakes there, all them creeks. So, they can be anywhere in there at different times. So every time we go through there, Rebecca usually feels them or used to. It would be so hyped up, she would feel them when we go through there. So. All right. Anybody got any questions or anything? If we don't, we'll get ready to do the prayer list here in just a minute and get ready to get off here. And me and her still got to do a couple more little things tonight.
I still got to eat.
Yeah. So we got to go turn some heat on some stuff here shortly. And very possible, Ken. Very possible, man. If Mr. Terry is still in here, I don't know if he's still in the chat or not. He can tell you it. I mean, this was loud. I mean, we thought an ambulance was coming up the road. Fried chicken sounds good. Me and her got some last night. We had to run over in Clay County, pick up some wood duck boxes. Oh man, I would have had one in here showed.
I know.
I ought to go grab it real quick.
It's cold out there. Just do a little video of it and upload it.
Guy I used to work with made some wood duck boxes for a guy in Wisconsin. He done mailed them up there, but he made some extra. And he put them on Messenger. I don't know if anybody might be interested in them. And I've done priced these things before. They're not cheap. And I'm going to tell you, they look so good, I hate to put them outside. I mean, he done a jam-up job. They made out of cedar. He's even got a wood duck engraved on it. And, I mean, they're beautiful. Got the latches. And I told him, I said, man, these are too pretty to put out on a pond somewhere. And and he's making other stuff. I didn't know he's making bat boxes. Got something else he's making. They sharp. So if y'all want something like that, let me know. I can ask him. And because he's working in a cabinet shop now. And he's a homesteader too. Him and his wife going more toward self-sustainable. So he he might be in the chat sometime or another. Y'all might see him pop up. So if he does, I'll let you know. That's the wood making man. But beautiful work. Beautiful work. Good. I'm glad to hear that Abby is doing better. That's good. Good. Yeah, I need to add her to the list. And there's some other people that was in the fireside chat that we need to add on there. Okay. There's more right there.
Mhm.
Roger's mother-in-law, Heather's mother passed away this week. Y'all be in prayer for their family. And let's see, where's my phone at? Let me go log into that real quick. That way we make sure we don't forget somebody.
And there's a lot in there.
Yeah. No, there was a good many in there the other day. Everything won't be slow tonight, too. Everybody's on the internet.
Yep.
Everybody's watching the weather, what's going to happen. I don't know if we'll get any snow here or not.
All right. Debbie Metters and her husband Jim.
Okay.
Phil Smith and their fight with his wife's breast cancer. Friend of mine from Georgia. She said, remember her family.
What was the first? Phil
Rita.
Smith?
Phil Smith. Rita Polk says her family. You don't have to write all these down, babe.
Oh,
this is going to be a weekly prayer list that publishes on your page every
yeah. I knew you was gonna start doing that. I just
my sweet friend Pat Sims. Friend Gail needs a kidney transplant, and Deborah Smith Marshall needs a work from home job. Stacy Thrasher says her first cousin Teresa, several strokes, complete paralysis on the right side, and did other damage as well. Hate to hear that.
Hey, world, according to Linus. Good to have you.
Bobby Yount says complete healing in her body.
Okay.
Jason Rickles says family members who need salvation, and this little booger. They're nursing a baby goat that got pretty much left. So it was a set of quads.
Crabby, yeah.
Well, the goat, it was a set of quads, and one of them got what's it called? Ignored by mama, and one of them passed.
Yeah.
Wendell says he needs to talk to that guy.
Which guy?
Probably the wood guy.
Oh, okay.
Let's see. Abby. Chris Reinhardt has a friend battling brain cancer. Name's Carl. Sandra Bradford Bender says kidney function has dropped, so she needs prayers. And then John Lukovic says, pray for their grandson Cole, second winter, and he's been staying sick from the flu, and for all the family that the Lord keeps us safe.
Okay. Yeah, I've heard all them names besides what I'm fixing to call out. So a lot of people need a lot of prayer. A lot of sickness going on, flu. A lot of stuff going on. A lot of deception going on. You name it. It's sad. But I made a post in Cedar Creek Bottom Fireside this morning that even dark as our world is, that Christ is still the light. I was sitting there watching the sun come up through them pines. The picture didn't do it justice. If I'd waited about 5 minutes, I'd got a lot better picture. But I was fixing to get out of the truck to hunt. And when I pulled up, I just looked up and I could see the sun coming up. And that come right to my head. So that was the Lord that spoke, not me. But anyway, just always being a reminder to us that he is the light of the world. Jesus Christ of Nazareth, only Son of God. So just remember, and there's always hope in him. And appreciate everybody putting their prayer request in on Cedar Creek Bottoms. That helps us see it a little better, helps other people see it. That way you don't always have to wait till Friday night for us to read it. Yeah, I agree. Yeah. And it's both sides.
Mhm.
Oh my Lord. I don't even want to get started on that mess. But well, I'm saying there's a lot of deception. And I'll do it this way. Anytime you got something going on over here on the left side, and something going on over here on the right, or behind you, or in front of you, but you just don't see it because all the tension's over here.
Absolutely.
And you've got to. We need to pray to Christ for wisdom to figure out what is being deceived, well, how we're being deceived, and where the truth lies. And I know sometimes He doesn't come right out and tell us. And I know that. But a lot of stuff, and I'm going to say this, a lot of times when this bunch is fussing at each other, in the background, they're buddies. I mean, I ain't lying about their buddies. They go to parties together. They do this together. They do that together. Then they fuss. So, you know, some of it is a put on show. Anyway, we'll get off that topic before we get much deeper. Ask the Lord for wisdom where you can tell where the truth really lies. That's all you can do. And He's about truth, so He's going to let that truth out there. So, that's true. Two wings on the same bird. Yeah, I agree. Yeah. There ain't but one person for you. That's the Son of God. He's the only one you can trust 100%. All right, let me read the rest of this prayer list off. All right, y'all remember Kumbo and Sandy, Miss Judy Wheeler. Y'all keep Brother Gary Spikes in your prayers. Greg House and Abby. Hope Abby gets to feeling a lot better. Y'all, I'd like for y'all keep my buddy Bradley and his family in prayer. The little ones had flu, and they both had the flu. I know he went on to work today, not feeling too good. So he hadn't run a fever, I think he said, since Wednesday. So
good.
He hadn't, but now Jack and Haley still wasn't doing good.
He has let the beard grow, but he's got on a hoodie that is blending in with that and the hat.
Yeah. Yeah, it's growing. I don't know how much further I'm gonna let it go.
Linus said they couldn't recognize you.
Yeah. Yeah, everybody says it looks like Santa Claus. I don't know if I like it or not. So,
y'all really ain't gonna recognize it when he shaves it off.
If y'all really know where the Santa Claus thing come from, anyway. Miss Cynthia Johns and her granddaughter Anna, Troy Allen, Mr. Terry, Miss Carolyn, Mr. Brian, Tennessee Cherokee, Miss Lanita, also Miss Nita Collier, David Hughes and his father and his family, Wendell, Michelle Powell's father, and also for Michelle because she's the caregiver. Miss Bobby and her family and her cousin Jessica. I hope she's still doing better, Miss Bobby. Standing Stone's wife, Rebecca. Standing, if you're still in here, let us know how your wife's doing. Our neighbor, Miss Saturday, and Miss Martin.
Yep, Jeff and his sanity with the weather, he said.
Be praying for you, brother. I know you dealing with a lot. Having to keep up with a bunch of dairy cows and all
That's
that.
why I'm in the south.
Rough on farmers, cold weather. The 2 times a year is rough on farmers is when that heat's 100 degrees and when it's cold. You got a lot of animals to take care of, and you can't bring them all in the house. And all that stuff, and can't always get them all in the barns. It's tough. I know. Debbie Meadows and her family. Miss Robin Griffin. Haven't seen Miss Robin tonight. I hope she's doing okay. You know, she's had a lot of snow over in her area too. And hey, Farm, I'm glad to have you with us tonight. And Ford, yeah. Mr. Gene and Miss Karen, Hillary and her daughter Maddie, Miss Denise, Miss Dottie, Ken Beatty, Mr. William Robson. I hope your eyes are doing better. I know you had
Hey, Miss Catherine.
Have probably had both surgeries done. Glad, Chad, that you're feeling a lot better. Miss Janice Lynn, Erica's dad, Morris, Jerry's dad, Miss CD, Trish, Rebecca's sister, Miss Helen Hickman and her mother. Helen is their caregiver, so y'all keep them both in prayer. Miss Burton, I hope you're feeling better, and I hope you are too, Katie. I know y'all preparing for that snow there. You and Patrick and all y'all upside that part of the country there. Miss Tammy Johnson's nephew's family. Crystal and her family. Johnny Hutchison. Kathy and David. I seen where Kathy went and had something done this week. Y'all keep Phyllis.
Hey, PJ.
Bobby Holmes. Stacy and Jeff Buffington. That's Rebecca's friend.
Yes, actually on the next page.
Yeah. So Amber MacArthur, recovering from brain surgery. Linda Huffman, bone marrow cancer. Ooh. Anna Mixon, lost her daughter. Roger and Heather. Phil Smith, Rita Polk.
That's what I was saying. That's the prayer list on the Facebook page.
And all them other names that Rebecca.
We can just read it off Facebook each time.
Yeah. So y'all be in prayer for all these people, and be in prayer for everybody that's going to get affected by this weather that's coming in. A lot of us are already affected. I know Mississippi and Louisiana had a time this week. They had a lot of truckers on I-22 and I-59, I think, stuck. Just trying to get them off the highway and people. And I hope, Stacy, that Brian made it back in. And it's been tough on folks. Yeah, thank you, Gary. Yeah, me and Rebecca appreciate it. We need it. We need it. I got some decisions coming up. I gotta make a decision on. Ain't gonna be pretty. Hey, Catherine, good to see you tonight, and PJ, good to see y'all in here. Anyway, we'll get ready to do the prayer, and we'll get off here and get me and her go get a little bite to eat and prepare for this weather here in Alabama tomorrow. We're only going down, I think, till in the 20s tonight, but the big trouble
it ain't going up.
We're not going to get above freezing tomorrow. And number two, we're going to have anywhere from 25 to 40 mile an hour gusts. So they're saying the wind chill is going to be around zero. Y'all know wind makes everything worse. So it means we could have power outages, tree limbs, stuff hitting power lines. Of course, it being cold, a lot of people lose heat. Little chance of snow here tomorrow. A little bit more east of us where it's supposed to be a little more. We're right on the line of it. Into Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina, up to Virginia, Maryland, all the way up through there. They're supposed to get a good bit, plus real cold weather. Hopefully, they're not getting bad winds up that way. So that's very true, Mr. Briggs. Yeah. So, and hopefully it'll get where Mississippi, Arkansas, and Louisiana can thaw out a little bit, in parts of Tennessee, and all up toward Kentucky and Ohio, all up through there. About there, the whole eastern part of the U.S. got hit pretty hard this week. So, I know it slowed down transportation and shipping and all kind of things. So, yeah. All right, sister, why are we so loud for? Lord of mercy. This dog is something else, y'all. Come here a minute before I said the prayer. Come here. Come here and say hello to everybody before we get off here. Come in. There we go. She wouldn't had a bath today. She was not a happy camper. There's some pictures of her, and you can tell this dog was not in a good mood today.
Not at all.
And she went to the office with Rebecca. There's a couple pictures, and you could tell this dog was not happy. And but she showed us smell better and feels a lot better. Yeah. She's just waiting to go find something in the yard to roll in. But that's a dog. So anyway, y'all, her sister. Usually she doesn't been up my lap. I guess she's still sawed up a little bit at us for going to get a bath.
Oh yeah,
today.
the cat's photobombing behind you again.
Yeah,
too.
that's y'all don't really want to know what I call that cat, but
Mark calls the cat Turd, but her name is LB, as in little B.
Yeah.
LB.
Yeah. So anyway, yeah, it's a crazy cat, but it ain't a bad cat too much. Yeah, sister is a good dog. Very loving dog and loves people. And I've only seen one or two people that this dog did not like. And something's probably up with that if that dog didn't like him. So anyway, we'll go ahead and say the prayer and get ready to get off here. And yeah, that's true. That is true. The cats this and him wants to play with everything too. So poor sister. Sister got it made, I'm gonna tell you. Dog got it made. All right, get back over there. I won't bother you no more. Go back to you bathing again. But anyway, anything else you want to add before I do the prayer? Anybody else or anything?
I'm good. I'm fixing to go stand in front of a heater.
Yeah. Yeah, I can tell the temperature is supposed to be about 9 o'clock is when it's really supposed to start dropping fast on us. So, all right, y'all. Well, Lord, thank you for letting us come tonight and just be in chat and talk. And thank you for everything you do for us. And all praise and honor be unto you, Father. Thank you for your love, your justice, your peace, your hope that you give us. Thank you for your son and everything that your son's done for us, Lord. And all these names has been brought up, Lord, tonight, and people that's unspoken request, Lord, be with them. To be thy will, help them, Lord. But just be with us. Be with everybody in this upcoming weather. And ask this all in your holy, precious name. Amen. All right. All righty.
Okay.
Like I said, if you want to get out tomorrow, Greg Ogles, Gardendale is right above Birmingham, right off 565, pretty easy to get to. If you do, you might want to check the roads. They don't think no accumulations or spots this part of Alabama, but just and then remember East Alabama coming up March 7th, so that's not far away. Just a hair over a month. So y'all remember that.
If anybody wants to learn how to be a homesteader and you want to come help out tomorrow,
I doubt you'll get any takers on that. No
probably not.
Most everybody's gonna want to come when it's warm.
Yep.
Don't blame them on that.
No.
I will make it. We just have to bundle up and go get it
Oh
done.
yeah,
You know, and
yeah.
just keep an eye on everything. And,
I do hope those 2 goats do not have babies this weekend.
yeah, possibility.
Hazel especially.
When I had a lot of cows way back on the Lord, they'd wait till the worst weather in the world to do it. It'd be either cold as the devil, pouring down rain, sleeting, snowing, something. You know, I mean, you just part of it. Used to when I raised a lot of bird dogs and coon hounds. If I had any of that bred, that's when they'd have them. But I will tell you this: it is better for them to be born in the winter. Animals
less
do.
diseases and bacteria and less coccidiosis and all that stuff.
Yeah. I'd rather raise animals born in the winter. Yeah, you got to keep on watching them there for a few days, but
less worms.
But their mama, if it's a good mama, she'll take care of them. And as long as you got them a place to get out of the wind, that's the biggest thing, keeping stuff out of wind. Animals can handle the cold, except for probably, you know, some stuff, but wind is the biggest thing. So, yeah, I know, Jeff. You'll probably have some more this weekend, I bet. But, yeah, every time we had calves born in the winter, horses born in winter, or mews, or, you know, dog, you know, puppies, they seem to be stronger dogs or animals, seem to be able to take weather better, you know. So, anything you want to add, man?
Good.
All right, then. Well, we'll be back Thursday night next week. Because I have to work next Friday. We'll do our live in. I've got to schedule 2 people. I can even get them scheduled for next Thursday night. I'll talk to them and see if possible. We'll see.
All right, Stacy.
But y'all just take care of yourself, stay warm, check on your neighbors, elderly, kin folks. Just try to stay warm next few days. Maybe this weather will break on us a little bit next week. They are talking about middle of next week breaking a little bit. So, you know, I know it'd be good on everybody, you know. So, all right, we love y'all. Y'all go check out all our other friends. You know who they are. And, you know, support them. And we'll see you next week.
Yeah.
Bye.